but you may know me as Overtyme Sims. I'm a rap artist, a film producer, and an author. I know a lot about setting goals and achieving goals. First, you need to know what you want. What are your goals? Once you know what you want, you need to set a plan. What steps do you need to take? What resources do you need? Once you have a plan, it's important to take action. Put your plan into motion and don't give up. Stay focused on your goal and don't let anyone or anything get in your way. If you follow these steps, you'll be able to achieve any goal. Go out there and make your dreams a reality.
So after she accepted his proposal, my grandpa asked her,
"Will you wait for me?"
And she said, "Of course, dear, for as long as it takes."
Wow.
Yeah.
She couldn't have followed him though?
To Johannesburg? Come on.
Well, she was only a manicurist here, and the guy had a 3-year contract, so...
I've told you before, Grandma's afraid of flying.
Oh.
Unromantic fool. Go on, ask me.
What?
If I'll wait for you.
I'm just attending a seminar for 5 days.
Ask me!
Julie, dear, will you wait for me?
Oh, of course, Eric, dear. For as long as it takes. Hangnail! Eric! Oh, thank God. I thought you would never wake up. I'm so sorry, Eric. What happened to you was awful, and I feel responsible. You don't remember, do you?
Julie, dear, will you wait for me?
Oh, of course, Eric, dear. For as long as it takes. For as long as it takes. For as long as... You don't know how lucky you were.
Julie?
Glad you recognized me. And I've seen you already met my grandma. Oh, I hope he can forgive me. Don't be silly. All you did was lend me your lovely ring. Yes, but... Shouldn't I have given you a proper manicure first, dear?
Outside of the Noah Can series, I do create mental health content. We have some meditations. We also have a book called My Feelings Family. We created that book to explore different feelings and to let people know, or specifically for kids, to let them know what the actual feelings are and that it is okay for you to feel those particular feelings. But we create a dialogue with each of the characters that you'll be able to identify, what the feeling is, because the sentence that accompanies the picture is like a twofold, where you actually see what the feeling looked like, but then also some of the things that you would say or experience when you are, feeling that emotion, so that you're able to recognize it.
Hi, I'm impatient, but wouldn't you be too if you had to wait this long to be introduced?
Learning about your feelings and how you're feeling, just being aware of what you're feeling is important, so that you're able to identify different coping skills and, different mechanisms and techniques to help you address a specific feeling, opposed to just walking around with it and not knowing that you are, having this moment. My name is Yasmin Beeks, and I'm a licensed social worker, a mom, and the creator of the Noah Can series.
Hello, this is Bill. Just letting you know you are 7 minutes late on your HOA payment.
Ooh, you so petty!
This is Audible.
The action. After planning, you have to start doing. I created a new website for myself. I made a new YouTube channel and made most of my old videos private. I put up only music I wanted people to hear. I cleaned up all my social sites. This way I could get a fresh start on my career again. When I hit them, they didn't see it coming, and I was like a whole new artist.
For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Emmanuel Overtyme Sims, also known as Drip Bango, the Drip Headmaster himself. So just so you can know why and how I got into this business. You see, I started off my career as a traveling rapper, going city to city, country to country, touring and spreading my music to the world. Deep down, my goal was to be a motivational speaker. And I didn't really know how to do that through rap, but at every show, I made it my business to give a little bit of myself, a little bit of positivity, a little bit of encouragement to whoever that was in that audience. As time progressed, I pursued my bachelor's in political science at the University of the District of Columbia, where I graduated at the top of my class, a member of Pi Sigma Alpha, the Political Science Honor Society. Later on, I pursued my master's in education at Johns Hopkins University, where I taught with KIPP DC as a first-year teacher. During this time, I was still touring, doing my stand-up comedian work, and also doing my rap. Later on, started to pursue my master's in clinical mental health and rehabilitation counseling, a dual master's program offered at the University of the District of Columbia. Now, this is where life really got rocky for me, because everything was going so swell until I started to self-sabotage. So I realized that even when you set your goals, you can stand in your own way. So for me, that was a really big eye-opener. So I got 63 credits deep, all the way about to graduate, and realized that, hey, this may not be for me. I flunked out of grad school with only 3 credits away. And I found myself devastated because I know deep down it was because of me. I know that I had fears, I've had doubts, and I had reached the highest level of education, and I was starting to question, was I the person for the job? Coming home for that last time from grad school, after being told that I needed to take a break for a year while I resurface or get myself together, I decided to open up my broadcast studio. Now, OTTV is something that I've been wanting to start for many years. I've gradually been making videos towards that platform, but never taking the time to give it my all. In 2020, I decided to pursue my goal, and this was right before the pandemic hit, guys. I'm talking about I had nothing but time, energy, My house was paid off, and I was available to do whatever I needed to do whenever I want. I had the green screen set up. The studio was there. Clients are paying to come see me, to talk on my show. People are paying for a lot of videos, and things are going great. Then the pandemic happened. From that point on, I knew that I had to really stick to my goal no matter what. And due to me sticking to that goal of still, hey, even though that everything's shut down, I can't bring people into the show, I started having virtual shows. I started bouncing back and working with celebrities like the great CeCe Peniston, and we collaborated and made the Petties cartoon. You see, just by sticking to your goals and knowing why you wanted to do it, it will help you get to the next level. You see, for me, my goals was always set on assisting my community heal by teaching them how to critically think. Now, the reason why that's so important to me is because I grew up in an inner city where No Child Left Behind was in place. What did that mean? That every kid would pass even if they didn't have the educational skills needed to go to the next level. So when I got to college, I could barely read, I could barely write at a collegiate level, and I had to take a lot of the remedial basic classes just to get my foot in the door and to get started. Luckily, the university I attended was super supportive during my 2-year associate's program, and they allowed me to get all the skills that I needed, as such as speech pathology, where I got to practice and gain better reading skills, which I realized was a big flaw in my life. Getting further on and gaining more education, it kind of got me frustrated, because if I didn't go to college, if I didn't pursue counseling, if I didn't become a career counselor at a young age, when I was teaching to a course on Maslow's hierarchy of needs, it hit me that, oh my God, I'm teaching content that I don't have yet. I'm trying to pass on this knowledge that wasn't passed on to me. So now granted, I've manifested that this is the life that I wanted to live. This is what I wanted to do. I said, I want to be helping people. I want to be who I needed growing up. And I became that person. But in the process of becoming that person, it started to get frustrating. Because I'm a teacher and I'm teaching kids how to read, but I need to be teaching my kids how to read. I'm a teacher and I'm teaching kids how to handle their finances, but I need to handle my finances. I'm a teacher and I'm teaching kids how to dress appropriately, but I'm not following dress code. It was a big reflection on the things that I needed in life, and I was providing it to someone else, which I think is a great tool to have, because when you can teach something, I feel like you can learn it. And that's what got me into this service of wanting to help others reach their goals, because I suffered with a lot of fear. I suffered with a lot of doubt. I suffered with a lot of self-sabotage. As I went up the ladder and fell back down, I know that life's about waves. And as long as you set your goals and they're clear and attainable, that you can reach them.
Because if the government doesn't protect my copyrights, he doesn't protect yours.
Celebrating Women's History Month by highlighting an incredible American woman who's made a major impact in the world of film. Her name is Sophia Stewart, and she is the creative genius behind the Matrix and Terminator film franchises. Sophia Stewart is a child prodigy, a talented screenwriter, author of several books on Matrix and Terminator, poet and attorney who graduated from CUNY and went to grad school at the University of Southern California in the 80s. She is from New York City and has a degree in journalism with double majors in law and psychology. She wrote The Third Eye Matrix, a groundbreaking science fiction copyrighted book and script that was later adapted as the Matrix and Terminator films.
It was a script and a book. The Terminator is the prequels to the beginning of the Matrix. Sarah Connor is actually Neo's mother. So JC, John Connor's Jesus Christ, grows up to be Neo, one and the same in the Matrix. The Matrix is in the future. The Terminator is the past. It's time travel, past, present, and future time travel. It's the second coming of the Christ, the evolutions of consciousness, man versus the machine. So the machines, the Terminator machines, hear that a child is going to be born that's going to terminate them in the future when they oppress man. Because, see, it's a man versus the machine. It's God's children versus man's children, which was technology.
So man versus nature.
Exactly. So the Terminator has to time travel to the past because they know it's Sarah Connor. And they have to kill her, terminate her, so she won't have the baby. And Kyle Reese, he comes from the future to protect her, and he inadvertently gets her pregnant. And he has to go back to the future. And so it's the Immaculate Conception, because now she's pregnant and she fell in love with a man, but did it really happen? Did he exist? And then this child, when you see the three Terminators, the boy, and then the man child, subconsciously, he doesn't know why the Terminator is trying to kill him until he's hidden out in the city, in the Matrix, the future. When he reaches 30 years of age, the rebellion, the Reloaded, revolution starts. And the rebels come and they find him because they've been watching him all along. That's what the Guardians and the Sentinels are all about. And so they wake him up to his purpose. They take him to Morpheus to train him to fight the machines. They take him to the Oracle because of the prophecy. So this is the whole epic story. It's an epic.
Even though she faced controversy over the origin of the franchises, Stewart persisted in fighting for the true recognition and compensation for her groundbreaking work. And in 2014, she won a historical legal victory in a Utah federal court that validated her as the creator and owner of the Matrix and Terminator franchises. The court awarded her $3.5 billion in liens and almost $500,000 in attorney fees, solidifying her place in film history as the trailblazing American Black woman whose visionary work has inspired millions, if not billions, around the world. Fans of the Matrix and Terminator franchises, they know just how big of an impact that these films has been on pop culture. And we owe a lot to Sophia Stewart for her groundbreaking work. So let's take a moment during Women's History Month to honor her legacy and recognize the impact that Black women have had on the world of film. It's the Drip Headmaster himself. And if no one's told you they love you today, know that God loves you, and so do I. Drippity, drippity.
But man is always going to take that challenge because man wants to be free. Look, everybody loved the Matrix and Terminator because it woke them up. They didn't even realize they were in the dream. They didn't realize they were in a simulation. They didn't realize they were in illusions. But now that they are awakened, they will fight.
Hello and welcome. My name is Emmanuel Sims, and I'm thrilled to have you here, a part of our Lights, Camera, Action film program. First and foremost, I would like to express my sincere gratitude for you choosing this course to embark on your film journey. Filmmaking is a powerful art form that allows you to tell stories, evoke emotions, and create lasting memories. And in this course, we'll dive deep into the world of film production, exploring everything from generating creative ideas to showcasing your finished film. Over the course of our time together, we'll discuss the fundamental aspect of filmmaking, including camera operation, lighting, sound, directing, and more. You'll gain practical knowledge and hands-on experiences that will allow you to bring your vision to life. I want to emphasize that this course is for any individual, all ages and background, who may have a passion for filmmaking. Whether you're a beginner eager to learn the ropes, or someone with some experience looking to enhance their skills, there's something here for everyone. I'm here to guide you every step of the way, sharing my expertise and insight gained from years in the industry. But it's not just about me teaching you. It's also about creating a supporting community where we all can learn and grow together. So get ready for an exciting experience filled with creativity, discovery, and the joy of filmmaking. By the end of this course, you'll have the confidence and knowledge you need to plan, produce, and showcase your film. Remember, this is just the beginning of an incredible adventure, and I cannot wait to see what you create. So let's jump in and make some movie magic together.
My name is Jasmine Beeks. I am from Elizabeth, New Jersey, and I am the creator of the Noah Can series. Can series is an ode to my son Noah, and it's about different adventures that he can take as he's growing up, and also have the representation, of seeing him in a book published. As of right now, we just have I guess you can call it the inaugural book, where it's just Noah and the different careers that he can possibly have. So whether it's, some of the examples, we have athletes, he could be a chef, firefighter, so all different careers, just to let him know that anything is possible. Noah is my son. He is currently 19 months old, and he is very inquisitive. He likes to explore. He's just, full of life. I feel like he was like the perfect child for me, and I'm happy that he chose to be with me in this lifetime. So some of the stories that you can look forward to are typical experiences that children go through. I get my inspiration from him, watching him engage and explore the world around him. So right now we're currently working on Noah Can Tell Time. I mean, even though he's not, telling time right now, or he's not, working on that specific skill right now, it is something that he's going to come across, and when he does, the book will be ready for him, and hopefully, that's more motivation for him as he goes through those different stages, because, it's written. And then also we have Noah Can Ride a Bike. So, all the different skills that he's going to come up with. Yeah, so those are the type of the stories that we will find in the Noah Can series. It is important that he is represented in these books. Representation matters. I just wanted him to be represented. I know now there's like an influx of, different books for black and brown kids. I feel like as he's growing up, he won't necessarily have that problem, like the problem that it was in the past. But, I just wanted him to have something personalized, something that's just for him. Noah Can series can be found on Amazon, and then it's also coming soon to Audible. My name is Yasmin Beeks, and I'm a licensed social worker, a mom, and the creator of the Noah Can series.
I stopped going to day school to help my mom pay bills. In the middle of the year, I lost my job at this Organic Express restaurant. When this happened, I was devastated. Night school wasn't for me. I was only there so I could work and pay bills. Without a job, there was no need in me being there. I called a local DJ named DJ Momo, who had started an internship program giving high school kids an opportunity to gain exposure to the music industry.
All right, so today we riding around Bowie campus, and we making sure that everybody is on their A game for knowing their why and their purpose. And we're gonna run up on them and see what they're talking about. And that's how we doing it. Tell us your why. Tell us your name and tell us your why.
Alright, my name is Maya Oseni, classification freshman. You said a why?
Your why.
My why? My why is always stay ready so you don't gotta get ready. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Tell us your name and tell us your why.
Why?
Your purpose.
Juwan Wilson, and I would like to be an animator.
You already are. May I? What's your why?
Why I do this is because I like to give back to the young youth and make sure these kids are ready to move on to their future.
Tell us who you are.
I am Mr. Stewart. I part of the JRTC program. I run the logistics. And that's about it. Yeah.
Tell us your name and tell us your why.
Tell us your name and tell us your what?
Tell us your name and tell us your why.
What do you mean?
Your purpose.
Is this going somewhere or something?
I have a social conscious site where we focus on helping our community think. So what's your why?
I believe my why is helping people, helping others that need help. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You caught me off guard.
What's your major?
Bio.
And what's your name?
Adenike.
Okay, if you can give one bit of advice to the world, what would it be?
Be happy. Don't let people opinions influence what you do. Do it because you want to do it.
I've been broke. Don't want to be broke or poor anymore.
What's your major?
Nursing.
Nursing?
Yeah.
All right, how much time do you got left?
3 years.
Oh, yeah? What are you going to do afterwards?
Go be a nurse.
That's what I'm talking about. What's your name?
Rashad.
All right, man, what's going on live on Bowie Campus? State your name and state your why.
My name is Marcus Ball, and I'm here at Bowie State to just educate myself and be the best person I can be.
Appreciate that, Marcus. Have a great day. Tell us your name and tell us your why.
Say that again?
Tell us your name and tell us your why. Your why, your purpose.
I'm just studying, that's all.
I see.
Yeah.
Why?
Why? 'Cause I'm ready to graduate, man.
What are you going to study? What are you graduating with?
Computer technology.
Nice. What's your name?
Corvante.
Corvante, it's a pleasure meeting you.
Night is young, yeah, and your body's calling my name. Night is young.
Tell us your name and tell us your why.
My name and my what?
Your why, your purpose. The reason why you're on this computer in this library right now.
Okay, my name is Chiazom, and I am an alumni of Bowie State University. But I came here to study for my board exam, so that's why I'm here.
So what's your why in life?
Well, my why in life, I believe everyone is still kind of learning their why. So I'm on a journey.
That's the right answer.
Caught off guard. So, but I mean, I'm still trying to find my purpose.
My name is Emmanuel, and my why, what you mean why? Just trying to, be great, strive, do what I gotta do, stay out the way.
Yo, what's your name?
Shalia.
Shalia, what's your why?
My why is I want to make an impact on other people's lives.
What's your major here?
Elementary education.
I can see where that goes.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much.
No problem.
Community think. So we ask you questions like, on the spot, what's your why? Why you get up every day in the morning? Why you here?
I get up every day in the morning because I want to be great. I want to get my mother out of Baltimore City. Baltimore City is not a place where somebody want their family to be. It's a lot of killing going on. And as far as my little brother, he's young, so he growing up there, and I don't want him to see that type of stuff.
What's your name, bro?
Keontae.
All right, what's your major?
Business.
3. Yo, what's going on, man? What's your name? Who are you?
Man, it's the mic check himself, no doubt. The mud with the mouth, Mr. Project MC, representing WBSU Bulldog Nation Radio.
All right, brother. Well, tell us your why.
My why. So the reason I do what I do, my why is to help people. Everything I do, whether it be in music, whether it be in fashion, whether it be in radio, everything I do is to have an impact on people. I believe myself and why I'm put here is bigger than just me. It's about the long-lasting effect I have on generations after me. So the things I do, I want to be able to touch the generations after me, my kids, my grandkids, my great-great-grandkids, about leaving something for them to build upon that legacy. That's my why.
What is my why?
Your why.
My why?
Yeah, your purpose. Why'd you come to me today? Why'd you come to college? What are you doing here? Why you look up at the phone and talk to us? Into the mic. Introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Monet, and my why is my family. I'm a first gen, and I just want to make them proud.
Music lives.
Lights off, I don't care about my roommates, 'cause it's their house. name is Emmanuel Sims, and this is my vlog presentation on screenwriting class. My original goals for this class was to learn how to properly format a screenplay and to really learn how to write a script to the point where I can get it sold and have it produced. I met my goals on becoming a better screenwriter. I can tell you why. In the beginning, I saw how poorly formatted my scripts were, and I was able to tell where I needed to do improvement. Jenny really took the time to make sure that I had a thorough introduction to screenwriting, which helps me format my scripts properly. Now, my scripts are banging, and I'm super excited to have them produced. What I learned about myself this month is that I can really do it. Being tasked with really rigorous tasks to get to the next level with a short period of time really put me in a situation where I had to succeed. The pressure was like Hercules going through his 12 trials, and it works. I felt like I went through my own hero's journey. So as an artist, I really was able to heal as an artist. I was really able to go back to who I really was and get back to me. This whole program has been like a reflection of getting back to me. From the mastery course, my theme was, coming back to my calling and really realizing where I'm supposed to be. So since I've been in this course, I've realized that we're all almost living that hero's journey. We know what we want to do in the beginning, and some form of resistance pulls us back, which is like us denying that call. And then sometimes we lose that person that was that biggest mentor, and mine happened to be my dad. But there's also that thing that pushes us to say, hey, I don't have to sit here and wait anymore. I have to figure this out for me. And that, when I was able to see my story unravel, I was able to really see what it meant to tell a real story. What I need to work on is to just continue to write. Continue to write. What I do most is what I do best has been one of my mottos for years. And I thoroughly believe that if I just keep writing, I'm going to just get better and better. Professionally, I plan on writing as many screenplays as possible, putting them in as many competitions as possible, as many festivals as possible, and also producing as many films as possible. When it comes to my personal, I definitely want to write my own story. I definitely want to live the journey that I want to tell. I know it's okay to be unique, and this class has shown me that. Although there's ways to do things, authenticity is like the pinnacle of what it's about. Just thriving to be you, and hearing people tell me constantly over and over again, which is a complete opposite of what I've got growing up, that I can do it. It just motivates me to push on. So I plan on taking all of this and applying it to my real life, to my day-to-day, and to my fabricated one. If I could go back to the beginning of the month and give myself one piece of advice, I would tell myself, Emmanuel, and yes, I'm talking to you, young Emmanuel, don't be fearless. Just fear less. If I had to go back and make any changes to my script from the last course, I would go and add more conflict into my script. I would focus more on structure, add those different plot points, those inciting incidents, and pumping up my character grid. Like, knowing what I know now about character grid and how the pre-writing is so important, I will go and put more effort into my pre-writing. Like, I'm talking character grid, world building, like getting into every little nits and cranny, because every detail counts. And I have found out by doing the pre-planning and rewriting and drafting out for the pitch, that process has made it so much easier for me to just go ahead and write my screenplay. Having the ideas, as much as I was the kid who did not want to do the Charlotte's Web. I didn't want to do any of that stuff. Why do I got to brainstorm when I got ideas right here? But I realized that those are the things that are needed to stop you from getting stuck. Like I found myself getting, oh, I don't know what to do. But when I realized once I pre-plan and I pre-create that character, what to do just comes to me because that person exists. That's a real person. It's not what would this fake person do, but that person is real. So I will go back and I will put so much into my character arcs and bringing those characters to life so that it's a lot easier. Oh my God, I know what I'm going to do for my thesis. Oh, this right here. Thank you so much. This is what I'm talking about. This is the part of the process that I be going crazy for. Just sitting here reflecting has allowed me to figure out how I want to do my thesis because you asked the right questions. I would have never thought, yes, I do want to go. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everything. My name is Emmanuel Sims, and this is just the beginning. You have an idea, a brilliant concept for a movie that has been brewing in your mind. You can see it on the big screen, captivating audiences, leaving a lasting impact. But what now? How do you turn that idea of yours into a reality, bringing it into a full-fledged film?
That crazy looking chick on the screen.
Get you on that. I got so many women problems. My X chromosomes, they ain't never show up. That's where we come in. We're a team of experienced producers who specialize in turning your ideas into reality. We take your vision and guide you every step of the way, from concept to the screen. And the best part, it won't cost you a dime to learn how we can turn your idea into a motion picture. Schedule your consultation today with our team of expert producers. We'll listen to your ideas, provide guidance on the entire movie-making process, and discuss how we can bring your vision to life. So don't let your movie get stuck living in your head. Take action now and schedule your free consultation with our team. My name is Emmanuel Sims, and I'm here to help you bring your movie to life into the big screen.
I know it's social distancing, blame it on the COVID. I know it's pandemic, but you be on that bullshit. Can we get back to the first step, to the moment where our hearts met? All I'm asking for your love back. Send the pictures through the WhatsApp. I can't tell the way I'm feeling, but I know that if you're willing,
right now, settle down. Mr. Simple, get simple, settle down.
Giving my heart to you, all of me, a part of you. Alcoholic mood, just a part of you. Makes me feel so goddamn special. That's why it hurt that I can't have you. And girl, I really wanna have you. Then you get back and you switch back to the same type that I've been with. Try to do right, skipping feelings, but you ain't right. You know really I was willing to give all me. You were more than love, you the homie. Now you play me.
Hello, my name is Emmanuel Sims, and I'm the author of The Time We Spent, a book I dedicated to the hospice care family that took care of my dad during his last days. This month marks the 5-year anniversary of my father's death, and I thought I would share this book with you. The Time We Spent by Emmanuel Sims. To Hospice in Oxon Hill, thank you for serving my dad during his last days. Special thanks to Nurse Grace. One day, my son EJ and I was watching a movie in the local theater. The movie was about a boy who went out and entertained the city by making money to take care of his disabled mother. After the movie was over, I tried to make meaning of the movie with EJ, explaining that a child should be there for his parents no matter what. I remember feeling like a hypocrite because I knew my dad was suffering with drinking problems, and I was only 5 minutes away walking from his house. So I grabbed EJ's hands and I said, let's go check on Grandpa. He lives close. Thinking the best way to teach a lesson was by example. When I got to the door, my dad took a while to open. And when he did, boy did he remind me of the mom in the movie. From that day, I moved in with my dad. It was a mutual decision. We went to the doctors later that night. The very first day, my brother came. And I wasn't alone. I didn't feel like I had to carry this all by myself. It seemed for the first few weeks, Dad was feeling better. Going to work, eating more, and sitting up to watch the game with me and Uncle Rick. My dad helped me get my first car when I was 26 years old. He helped me better communicate with women. And no matter how long that old lady's taking, hold the door. Although things was looking good most days, Dad still had bad episodes. Here and there, leading him back in the doctors from time to time. But this time was different. This time my dad left the hospital returning with a schedule, a bed, and an estimated date that he would go away. My heart was broken. In fact, the only thing I had ever wanted was a relationship with my father. Coming home, seeing him on his bed didn't feel right. Didn't feel like the past few months of laughs and joy. I was able to see him and my mom kiss for the first time in person, and weird enough, I didn't turn away. I knew it would probably be my last time. My dad was able to see that I had all the pieces of the puzzle, but I had no place or no idea where to stick them. He helped me complete my puzzle. And although I'm far from perfect, I finally am a man. He passed the torch, leaving me my family with endless responsibilities for our family. And I won't let you down. June 8th, 2017, you will forever be remembered. I love you, Dad. The end. To Dad. There you have it, folks. The Time We Spent, written and narrated by Emmanuel Sims. I hope you found time to enjoy this piece of me and that you will support the Ronald Sims Foundation by purchasing this book on Amazon. Thank you and have a phenomenal day. And if no one has told you they love you, remember God loves you and so do we.
I feel as though, number one, my purpose is to be a mom. That's first things first. But to also just touch everyone around me. So since a kid, my mom has instilled to just help.
My purpose in life is, I just add towards kingdom building.
I make people happy. So that being said, it just makes it easy. I get up every morning and do what I do, and people are happy. I never I don't really get complaints, and you know, people are happy.
No, I've been a Christian all my life, and grew up knowing that only what you do for Christ will last.
I've helped friends come from Florida and brought them into my place. I've helped people build their businesses and brands and help style their brands and shoot their brands, photography and things like that. So I feel as though my purpose is to put my hand in each pie and kind of help everybody go along. How did I discover it? It's more so, I'll say something that's always been in me. Elementary school, I'm the kid that you could go to ask for $1 or $2, or I'm that friend that if I'm going to get a slice of pizza, you're getting a slice of pizza too. So it's just always been me, genuinely.
I believe in speaking those things that aren't as though they were. However, when my grandmother told me when I was a kid that you was gonna be a preacher, I kind of saw that she spoke that into existence. And as much as I understand the things that's going on in the world today, I know that those are the things that matter today. The world's gone in so much turmoil, and the only thing that matters is what you do for the kingdom.
The motivation for me is just me. I feel as though I deserve more. I have always wanted and yearned for more. I was that kid that wanted to go to NYU. I didn't have the $50,000 a semester, but I wanted to go to NYU. I had always had big dreams. I wanted to be the next Bill Gates. I wanted to be Duff Goldman down at Charm City Cakes down there. I've always aspired to be the next great.
Well, one, don't give up. And one of the things that I do sometimes, because easy does easy, and I say that all the time, okay? And what I mean by that is when you wake up in the morning, you go, oh, I got school. Oh, I don't have to go. I can go tomorrow. Count backwards. Do something. Get up. Do something to get yourself out of that, and then get up and go do what you got to do. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the biggest ones that I had to overcome was myself. I'm my own worst critic. And, doing that, and once you overcome that and realize that you are a good person, you are a viable asset to the community, you end up doing what you need to do.
So I'll say this is something that I'm currently overcoming, which is depression. Everyone falls flat and you have to pick back up at some point. And right now, I just started to do things that made me happy again. So as simple as it seemed, I went and loaded up The Sims on my computer again. That was something that I did every single day as a teenager. I needed to make myself smile. I needed to feel like me again. I started to create more. So I actually have a sweater that I created sitting on my doorstep waiting for me right now. So just redoing those things that I know I'm supposed to be doing versus trying to figure out all of these other avenues when that's not working for me.
Absolutely. You don't know my history, but ironically, I've been through so many challenges. I spent over 15 years in prison, came home and made a conscious decision that I was gonna walk, in the right way today. And ever since then, I've been blessed. I've been living the abundant life. Stop settling for less, because you were created for so much more. Those things that easily beset us are the very things that keep us from moving forward. And while we're so oblivious to why we're here in the first place, chance happened to us all. But the reason that it happens to us all because we're not wise enough to know when misfortune will occur. So we're living a life and We're chasing dreams. That's that's temporary. But if you're chasing a dream that's eternal, because there's a higher place and you were created for more, for a purpose. A purpose-driven life have you reaching for things more than what's tangible, but supernatural things. We do what's required in the natural, but when we on a rise above circumstances and rise above things that easily beset us, we have to understand that we were created for so much more. And that's my mindset going forward. Regardless of where when I fall or when I get back up, because it's never about the fall, it's about the getting up. Because the just man falleth 7 times, but what makes him just is that he got sense enough to realize he can get back up and get back in line.
This is for all of the smart kids in this world. Just because you know it doesn't mean you don't have to do it. That's where I went wrong. Every answer on the notebook, I knew it. Every answer on the test, I knew it, but because it wasn't challenging for me, because I didn't feel like I had to do it, I didn't do it. And that hindered my grades, of course. So you can go to your teacher and say, oh, can I make this up? But why didn't you just do it when you had the opportunity to? That's genuinely, just do it.
Take every opportunity that you are given, because if you don't, you're gonna find yourself wishing, and wishing will not get you anything. Take the opportunities.
I'm Jada.
My name's Dave Cutler.
My name is James Cusack, and that is my why.
And that is my why.
That's my why. You can find me on all social media platforms at How Dope Is Jigga.
What's up, y'all? Emmanuel Sims here with Danny from Illicit Rag Vintage, and we're here at Anne Fram today, and we want to just talk about what she got going on. She has a lot of different products. Some of them look handmade. Some of them look like they've been around for years. Can you tell us a little bit about what's going on?
Yeah, so pretty much I carry a wide array of vintage items that I've collected from all over the world. In my travels, I've been shopping and collecting for about 20 years. At this point, a little over, like 22 years since I was about 15 or 16, and I present my collection to the world.
So, where are some of the places that you've been that you've collected some of your collection from?
From all over. I started traveling when I was fairly young, and vintage items have always appealed to me. Well, since I started thrifting as a teenager, the vintage items always stood out because of their, distinct creativity, and of course you could tell a lot of the pieces were handmade, so everything was always, it had an individual look that was just out of this world. So I've just always been attracted to that, and then I've transitioned into being a stylist.
Okay.
So that's just pretty much where I always felt good in my styling, because it gave each individual project that I worked on a different look. Everything was super unique, and that's very important to me.
So it sounded like you got into my next question, which is my trick question, what is your why? But it sounds like your passion is really giving people an opportunity to look like they want to look.
Exactly. Yes, to develop a sense of individuality. I feel like that a lot of people fail to realize that style is very, very personal. It suits each individual. So therefore, I just give people a platform and present different items to them so that they can actually get in touch with that personal style.
Okay.
A style that is their own.
My apologies. So I appreciate you sharing that. Last thing, if you can give yourself some advice when you were younger, what advice would you give younger self?
Keep going. Don't let anybody's story distract you, because a lot of times a lot of people tend to push their experiences on you, and if your drive is different, your results are going to be different. So don't listen to anybody else's story. Make your own.
Man, I'm not about to preach today, but don't let nobody else's story distract you. That's deep on so many levels, because we get relationships, we get friends, we get family, we get cousins, everybody who has their own perspective or experience in life that can drag us from actually getting to that next part. And I just appreciate you sharing that. I'm sure my community would appreciate it. Tell us where we can find you, how they can reach you.
You guys can locate me on all social media platforms and Google at Illicit Rag Vintage. That's ILLICIT Rag, RAG Vintage. and that is on all social media platforms. And you also can Google me, like I said, as well. So hopefully I'll be touching bases with you guys, or you'll, tune into my channels and stuff, and we can connect in some way. But to everybody, keep pushing, and you can be living the life of your dreams, to be honest.
That's right, y'all. Y'all heard it here from Danny, and I'm so blessed because that message was for me too. And I'm just like, when I follow the universe and I'm obedient, I get rewarded. So, Danny, thank you so much. Peace and blessings, and much success. Make sure y'all check out Illicit Rag Vintage here at Ann Fram, and y'all have a successful day.
Hi guys, my name is Ron Cole and I'm an MPTI certified personal trainer, and welcome to your intro to fitness. Now if you're a beginner, this is a great place to start. We're going to be covering topics as cardio equipment, how many times to do cardio a week, as well as free weights and weighted equipment in the gym. So that way you'll know exactly what to do the next time you go and work out. Check this out. Here we have the stationary bike, which is a great alternative to cardio if you can't run. Now usually you'll find these at your local fitness center. Just hop on. Usually they'll have settings in the middle or different level settings where you can make pedaling a lot tougher, like if you're going uphill. And you can always stand up and use this to do harder cardio sessions, and then just try to go for this for at least 1 minute straight, and sit back down, take a break. So you can make it high intensity if you want, make it real hard, or you can just sit here and just go slow and just keep a good pace for a certain amount of time. And that will definitely help you to lose more body fat. Cardio is a great tool to use to help yourself burn more body fat and tone. Now most people, they might not have access to a lot of the cardio equipment that you see at the gym, but that's okay because you can always opt out for a jump rope. You just go for at least $10 to $20, you can get them at any store, and basically all you gotta do is you just set up with the jump rope, align it to your height, and then you just start going. If you're a beginner, pace yourself, make sure that you do it correctly and don't hurt yourself. But a great workout with the jump rope is doing 20 seconds of high intensity work, followed by a 10-second break, and then repeating that 20-second and 10-second break over and over again for the duration of 20 to 25 minutes. That'll be an awesome workout, and it'll get you to burn fat in no time. Now if you don't have the jump rope, don't worry. You can run in place, you can do jumping jacks. There's many body weighted exercises that you can pick to do high intensity exercises like I just talked about. Now, a lot of people, they might opt out to do just slow cardio, where they're just walking for a long period of time, or they're just jogging for a long period of time. Now there's benefits to both, Now when you're doing long duration, that's good to do it after a workout. You'll burn some good calories. You'll be using more oxygen in your body to burn fat, which is great. But high intensity exercises I prefer the most because they will spare lean muscle tissue and will get you more cut up in no time because of the fact that you're speeding up your heart rate and slowing it down. It's going to boost your metabolism for an extra 48 hours after exercise, and that's going to help you burn more body fat. I definitely recommend that if you're doing cardio, you at least try to do it at least 3 to 4 times a week. Slow cardio at least 30 minutes to 40 minutes. High intensity cardio at least 20 to 25 minutes. Make sure you pace yourself, find your target heart rate, and best of all, have fun with it, guys, because you guys are going to see some amazing benefits as far as building more energy, more stamina, and your heart's going to thank you in the end. Now we're going to move on to the weight section of this video so you can check out and see what you can do to help yourselves out. Hi guys, weighted equipment is a great place to start if you're a beginner. It'll get you familiar with all the different exercises for your body and help you understand and give you better coordination before attempting to do free weights. Now, the great thing about this is that when you start doing this, you're going to feel a lot better, you're going to start to get more strength, and you're going to see fat loss happen rapidly at the beginning. Now make sure that you pick a good comfortable weight that's not too heavy and it's not too light, but challenging enough that you can try to attempt 10 to 12 reps. Now you can do this in many variations, which we'll probably cover later on. But for right now, try to do one set at a time, build some stamina, at least 2 working sets of 12 reps each, and just do your best. Make sure that when you sit down in the equipment, it's all aligned to you. Breathe as you exert. Go slow, lowering the weight. Have good control. It's going to help you really get balance and use both sides of your body and understand yourself. Next, we'll move on to free weight. In this portion, we'll be talking about free weights. As you can see, I have a couple in my hands, and they're a great way to get in awesome shape super fast, because with free weights, you're not limited to just doing one thing at a time. You can combine plenty of exercises all in one and get a really high intensity workout going that's going to melt the fat right off your body. Now you can pick weights that are heavy.
You have the white picket fence, palm trees slinging in the air, and clouds that are so close to the earth you can almost touch them. They just sit up there living their best life, bro. Clouds got the best job.
You ever think the clouds get depressed living their best life?
Of course. How else would you explain the rain?
Hi everybody, MJ here. I'm here to show you a quick, effective workout that you could do for fat loss right in your very home. And the thing that we're gonna do is start off with a basic 20-10 workout setup. And what this means is we're gonna have 20 seconds on a certain exercise and then a 10-second rest. This is super effective in the system. It's kind of like interval training. You bring yourself at a maximum heart rate and maximum crunch time, and then you have some time to just tone it down before hitting it back up. And it's super effective in losing weight but maintaining muscle mass. And you want to be able to maintain muscle mass because muscle mass is going to help boost your metabolism. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to talk about a few exercises that we're going to do, and we're going to do low level cardio versus high level cardio. So the first low level cardio we're going to do is butt kicks. You're basically bringing your heel up to your butt, trying to kick it, and you're going to stay light on your feet. The most important thing in the butt kick is that your core is tight, you're nice and straight, and then we're going to add the arms. So it's like running in place, but with the heels on the butt. Your feet are also nice and light on the floor. After butt kicks, we're gonna take a nice 10-second break, and then we're gonna do a higher level cardio, which is the high knees. So I like to place my hands in a nice 90-degree angle and bring the knees up, just like this. Then just like the butt kicks, light on the feet. Good. Keeping that core nice and tight, back nice and straight. We're gonna come down to a low level cardio and do some nice gentle jumping jacks after a 10-second break. Now, just like both the butt kicks and high knees, we wanna make sure we're nice and gentle on our feet. And there's a full range of motion. So the hands are down at the thighs. When you jump out, hands meet above the head. Core is nice and engaged, and breathe. Good. We're gonna take it down a notch to a little bit more of a low level. We're gonna do side reaches. Now, the important thing about this is that you don't wanna throw out your back by not having your core tight. So keep that core tight like somebody's gonna punch you. And from here, when you reach over, that core is protecting your spine, and then you're pulling this elbow down, crunching your core on the outside here as you reach to the other side. And breathing. Good. And then the last thing we're gonna do is just some squats, or if you wanna kick it up a notch, you can do squat jumps. Light on the feet. Most important thing about the squat jumps is you're pushing those hips back and you're squatting down, trying to form a nice 90-degree angle with the knees. As you jump, squeeze and push through your heels, through your toes. If you're jumping, or if you're standing, just through your heels, shooting up, shooting those hips forward and exhaling. Good. So let's go ahead and begin. We're gonna do those 5 movements together one time around. Ready? Butt kicks. Now add those arms. Sometimes it takes a minute to figure out where the arms are. Make sure those heels are in your butt. Breathe. Good, now relax. So this is where you take nice deep breaths. We're just gonna relax for a minute. You can walk around. And then high knees. Nice, make sure they're nice and high. Drive them, light on your feet again. Make sure your shoulders are back. And relax. Nice deep breaths here, because it's not much of a break, so you can take the time to get ready for jumping jacks. Good. Full range of motion. Check the core. Make sure it's nice and tight. And relax. Now we're gonna do side reaches in just a few moments. So feet nice and wide, reach over. Good, keep breathing. Make sure you feel those abs work. Relax. You're doing great. So we're gonna squat next or squat jump. Here we go. And if you get halfway through squat jumping and you get tired, feel free to squat. You can change it up in between. Just breathe and have good form. Relax. Good, that is one set. So you can change this up however you want it to work for you. That is the beauty about this exercise routine. You can repeat this entire set 3 to 5 times, take a break, do it all over again, or you can even change the exercises during the 20-second mark. So I hope you really enjoyed this. As you can tell, I've got a good workout in just a few short minutes. I hope you did. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.
You have an idea. A brilliant concept for a movie that has been brewing in your mind. You can see it on the big screen, captivating audiences, leaving a lasting impact. But what now? How do you turn that idea of yours into a reality, bringing it into a full-fledged film?
Crazy looking chick on the screen.
Get you on that. I got so many women problems. My X chromosomes, they ain't never show up. That's where we come in. We're a team of experienced producers who specialize in turning your ideas into reality. We take your vision and guide you every step of the way, from concept to the screen. And the best part, it won't cost you a dime to learn how we can turn your idea into a motion picture. Schedule your consultation today with our team of expert producers. We'll listen to your ideas, provide guidance on the entire movie-making process, and discuss how we can bring your vision to life. So don't let your movie get stuck living in your head. Take action now and schedule your free consultation with our team. My name is Emmanuel Sims, and I'm here to help you bring your movie to life into the big screen.
musician. I don't need any music.
I don't need you either! Shut up!
Let me out.
Let me out!
Side of the Noah Can series, I do create mental health content. We have some meditations. We also have a book called My Feelings Family. We created that book to explore different feelings and to let people know, or specifically for kids, to let them know what the actual feelings are and that it is okay for you to feel those particular feelings. But we create a dialogue with each of the characters that you'll be able to identify, what the feeling is, because the sentence that accompanies the picture is like a twofold, where you actually see what the feeling looked like, but there are also some of the things that you would say or experience when you are, feeling that emotion, so that you're able to recognize it.
Hi, I'm impatient, but wouldn't you be too if you had to wait this long to be introduced?
Learning about your feelings and how you're feeling, just being aware of what you're feeling is important, so that you're able to identify different coping skills and different mechanisms and techniques to help you address a specific feeling, opposed to just walking around with it and not knowing that you are having this moment. My name is Yasmin Beeks, and I'm a licensed social worker, a mom, and the creator of the Noah Can series.
Hi, my name is Marin, and today I'm going to take you through a stretch routine for chronic pain. Chronic pain is something that's really difficult to overcome because you can get in sort of a cycle of doing things to help relieve the pain, but also contribute to furthering the pain. Doing something like stretching is a really great way to prevent further pain. So even if you are in pain, I want to encourage you to try to start stretching regularly. Easy, but regularly. At the same time, you're going to notice a lot of reduction in inflammation. You're going to increase your flexibility, which is going to reduce your risk for injury. And you're going to see that it'll help things that contribute to chronic pain, whether it's arthritis, fibromyalgia, or just general inflammation and unwell feeling in your body. So stretching is really good. Also, make sure you drink lots of water and get lots of rest, and you'll see that your chronic pain will be gone in no time. So let's go ahead and get started. This is a really easy routine that we're going to start off with. If you're in chronic pain, we don't want to do it too hard. You should never feel any sharp pains, especially in your joints. So you want to push yourself to the limit of slight discomfort or feeling of stretching or tension within the muscles. But again, if you're feeling any sharp pains or extreme discomfort, you might want to talk to your healthcare professional to just make sure that you got everything checked out and in order. So let's start seated. You can do this on a chair. I like to sit cross-legged on the ground. And from here, let's just go ahead and breathe in deeply through the nose, fill up that belly, then exhale through the mouth. Let's breathe in a couple times more. In through the nose, fill up the belly, expand the lungs, then exhale slowly through the mouth. Once you're done there, I like to start by warming up my neck first. So I'm going to tilt to the side and then tilt to the side. Very gentle. Very gentle tilts in a nice controlled motion. This is just going to warm up the neck. Here at the top of our neck is one of the biggest places we can carry stress. And if our neck is stressed or if our hips are stressed, you're going to feel that tension throughout your whole body. So gently tilt your head side to side as you continue to breathe deeply. And when you start to feel a little loose, tilt your head to one side and gently place the palm of your hand on top of your head. You're neither pulling or putting weight on your head. You're just setting it there gently so that a little bit of gravity can pull you deeper into the stretch. If you feel like you get a good enough stretch without the hand, feel free to do it without the hand. You want to breathe into every stretch for at least 5 deep breaths. If it's too much for you, do 2 or 3 breaths, take a break, and do it again for another 2 to 3 breaths. When you're done with this side, exhale as you come to center. Inhale as you tilt to the other side. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Breathe in through that belly. Try to relax your muscles, relax your shoulders, feel that stretch. And when you're done, let's go ahead and look up and tilt down. Up and tilt down. You're going to continue to do this until you feel like you're completely warmed up. And when you're ready, we're going to tilt the head down. Gently place 1 or 2 hands just at the back of the head. From here, we're going to gently place the opposite hand on the opposite knee and pull very gently into a nice little spinal twist. You're going to take your head and you're going to turn it as far back as you can. Again, do this very gently. Once you feel tightness or tension, stop right there and breathe into it. Nice, big, deep, slow breaths. And again, hold it for at least 5 deep breaths. You can also feel free to hold any of these poses for longer if you feel like you want to sit in them longer. That's good. Exhale as you come to center. Take a nice big inhale. And then make sure you do the other side too. So again, 5 to 6 deep breaths in these poses. For the purposes of making this video short and giving you all the information you need, I'm only going to hold it for 1 or 2 breaths. From here, you're going to place one hand, palm on the ground. Take the other hand and reach over that side. If you want, you can place the whole forearm on the ground. I like to make sure my shoulders are back and open so that you're not collapsing your chest. So open it up nice and wide, look up towards the sky, and reach your arm over as far as you can. If this is too difficult with the arm, you can raise it up with a bent elbow, just like this. Go easy on yourself. You should feel this stretch all the way down your arm, down your lats, and to your sides even. You might even feel it in your lower hip, kind of by your upper glute here. And that's totally fine. Just make sure you stay open. Your neck is nice and open to the sky. 5 to 6 deep breaths. Exhale as you come up and do the other side as well. Good. From here, we're going to take both hands, reach them up towards the sky, and bend forward. Now, if you don't want to reach forward, you can also place your hands at the top of your thighs, right in front of your hips for support. Keep those shoulders back, nice and straight, open chest, and just bend at the waist so we're not collapsing our shoulders. Keep them all nice and tight. You might bend just a very little bit like this, and that's totally fine too. If you feel like it, you can drop your chin to your chest and deepen the stretch in the middle of your shoulder blades. Good. 5 to 6 deep breaths there. And then we're going to go ahead and pivot ourselves so that we extend our legs down on the ground. If you feel like you can't sit upright in this position, you can take a couple pillows. I like using yoga blocks, bolsters, anything of that sort, and you can sit on it. And that's going to help you be able to sit in an extended place like this. If this is still too hard, you can start with your legs slightly bent. Just make sure that you put it in that place where there is that slight discomfort or that tension so that you're feeling that stretch. And from here, you want to reach for your toes. So if this is where you're at, that's totally fine. But slowly work out so that you're extending your legs more and then be completely extended and on the ground. And you want to make sure you're sitting nice and upright, shoulders back. Feel free to use straps. You can grab a towel and wrap it around your feet so that you can stay nice and upright and pull yourself towards your feet. Whatever you do, just stay nice and upright. I like to just grab the bottoms of my calves and pull the belly button towards the top of the thighs. A lot of people think forehead to knees. That'll create an arch in the back. So if you think belly button to the top of the thighs and then your shoulders, job is just to stay nice and straight, you'll have nice, good posture here. Breathe deeply for at least 1 to 2 breaths. If that's tough, you can relax. Take a big, deep breath as you relax, and then go back and do it 2 or 3 more times. Good. After that, we're going to go ahead and lay flat on our backs. So get in a nice comfy spot on your exercise mat or on the ground. You can do this in bed if you want to, just as long as your bed doesn't sink too much. I want you to try to maintain a nice flat back on the ground. From here, I want you to focus on tilting your hips up so your back's not arched like this. So rotate your hips up, and then go ahead and take a big deep breath here, relaxing all your limbs. And from here, let's go ahead and raise one knee up. Bring both hands, clasp them in front of the knee, and pull that knee towards your chest. Just go ahead and relax. Make sure this other hip stays down on the ground. 5 to 6 deep breaths, and we're gonna go ahead and switch. Nice 5 to 6 deep breaths here as well. And once you're done, let's go ahead and raise both knees up. I like to place both my feet flat, bring them up here. You can either place your hands or your arms in a T or just flat on the ground, whatever is more comfortable for you. And let's go ahead and just rock our knees side to side. So we're just drawing a straight line across the sky with our knees, back and forth. Now from here, let's go ahead and hug our knees if we can. Continue to rock small little rocks side to side. This should massage out your lower back a little bit. Give your hips a nice compression. It's totally normal to feel a little compression in the hips here. And just breathe deeply into it. Lastly, I like to finish this routine by just rotating my hips. So both my shoulders are flat on the ground. So I'm just twisting my body here. And I like to rotate my hips. You can either have both knees bent or just the opposite knee of the direction you're going bent. So if you're new to this, let's go ahead and start with both knees bent. Keep your arms out in a T or in a low V like this. And just gently relax as gravity takes your knees over. If this is too tough for you, you can grab a pillow again or a bolster and place it right here so that when you twist, you can focus on relaxing those knees. Because I don't want you to hold them up. I want you to be able to twist all the way and relax in this twisting position. And then when you're done, bring it back up, 5 to 6 deep breaths. You can move your pillow and rotate to the other side. After you complete this routine, you can feel free to do the routine completely over again as many times as you like for a more complete, thorough stretch or a slight workout too. And then when you're completely done, I like you to remain laying down or sit upright like this in a nice, comfortable position and take another 10 to 15 deep breaths, eyes closed. You want to make sure you breathe in through the nose, filling up that belly, and really focus on letting it all out when you breathe. That's going to help you relax. It's going to help your body sort of accept and set into the stretching that you did. And then you're done. Do this consistently. Try to do it every day. If you feel a little bit sore after, that's totally normal. Just mild soreness is fine. I would take a couple days off. But do it as regularly as you possibly can, and you'll see how much it'll contribute to easing the chronic pain that you feel on a daily basis. Thanks so much for watching. My name's Marin, and I hope you enjoyed this routine.
But you want this? Jaguar.
Warning, Jaguar may cause biting, scratching, and moaning, and longer than usual erection, and that is not our problem.
You have an idea, a brilliant concept for a movie that has been brewing in your mind. You can see it on the big screen, captivating audiences, leaving a lasting impact. But what now? How do you turn that idea of yours into a reality, bringing it into a full-fledged film?
Crazy looking chick on the screen.
Get you on that. I got so many women problems. My X chromosomes, they ain't never show up. Animated. We're a team of experienced producers who specialize in turning your ideas into reality. We take your vision and guide you every step of the way, from concept to the screen. And the best part, it won't cost you a dime to learn how we can turn your idea into a motion picture. Schedule your consultation today with our team of expert producers. We'll listen to your ideas, provide guidance on the entire movie-making process, and discuss how we can bring your vision to life. So don't let your movie get stuck living in your head. Take action now and schedule your free consultation with our team. My name is Emmanuel Sims, and I'm here to help you bring your movie to life into the big screen.
Oh, and another thing. Where's it at? What in the world is basically water? Is it kind of water? Because basically water, to me, is like kind of water. Like, it's not water, but what else is it? Because it ain't sugar. Because if it was sugar, it would be called sugar water. Like, that's the thing. It's basically water. No, not basically water. Basically purified water. Who says that? It's basically purified. You're not selling yourself at all. What? So you purified it halfway, and then you just poured a bunch of sink water with no filter? Like, nobody want to drink this. And then when you drink it, so I made the mistake of drinking this with some root beer packets. And the root beer packets was horrible. It was terrible. Worst mistake of my entire life. I put it in the bottle of basically water. It was basically root beer, right? No. It was basically horrible. It was basically putting a nasty taste in my mouth. It was basically something I would never do again. Man, get that out of there. I don't want no basically water. For all that, I would have just drunk some off-brand Deer Park. And even Deer Park got its bad parts. Because why in the world are those tops so thin? You try to do a bottle flip, boom, the joint puffs off. Why is the top busting off the water? Like, what world do we live in where a cap don't go all the way on a bottle? That's like a sideways hat. Nobody do no sideways hat no more. Or a backwards hat. For all that, we just wear beanies and turn them sideways and make it look like a pirate hat.
Hi everybody, my name is Marin and today we're going to be doing a beginner's Pilates routine. This is going to be a nice ground routine, so make sure you have a comfortable space to lay or an exercise Pilates mat. Getting started, we're just going to lay down on our back very gently. And in this position, I want you to focus on just getting aligned, pressing your shoulders into the ground. Roll them back and down so that those shoulder blades are nice and flat on the ground. Press your back into the ground, your hips, your hamstrings, and your calves. Focus on breathing in deeply so that your belly rises up. And exhale through the mouth. Get really centered here. Try to relax as you push yourself into the ground. And focus on that breathing. From here, we're going to lift our arms up off the ground. Those shoulders nice and flat on the ground. We're going to pump our arms for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and raise our arms up overhead, and we're going to pump them up and down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and relax those arms down. And from here, we're going to lift our legs up with our knees bent, placing both hands on the ground beside us, palms down. We're gonna gently bring one leg down, tap the ground, and exhale as you squeeze your core, bringing it back up. Do the other side. We're gonna do this 8 times. Focus on maintaining that 90-degree angle with your legs, bringing it down at the hip. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those knees to your chest, give them a nice little hug. Breathe in nice and deep, and bring them back to a 90-degree angle. From here, we're gonna bring them both down, not all the way down, but just where it's comfortable. And using the same breathing technique, exhale as you bring it up. Just come down ever so slightly. Inhaling and exhaling. Just a few more. And last one. Bring those knees to your chest. Give them a nice little hug. And let's go ahead and rotate a little bit. Just gently bring those knees into rotation. Rotate your head and your back away from the knee rotation. Breathing in nice and deep here. If you can't come down all the way, it's okay to bring your knees up and just rotate slightly. And then we're going to go ahead and switch sides, rotating to the other side. From here, we're going to go ahead and keep our knees up. This time I want you to lift your head up slightly, keeping your eyesight to the sky. You're gonna use this crunch with your abs, exhaling as you lift your head gently off the floor. We're gonna pump for 8 counts forward and 8 counts backwards. 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, lay back, bring your arms up over your head. We're gonna dive 2 counts on your right, center, and left. So here we go, 2 counts, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All the way back to the right again, and center. Keep breathing with your counts. Keeping your gaze up towards the ceiling so that you're not hurting your neck. Make sure you're engaging that core. Let's do one more. Very good. Keeping both knees bent and feet flat on the floor, raise those arms over your head. We're gonna go ahead and do arm pumps here for 8 counts. Nice big deep breaths. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, we're gonna do some PKs, bringing one leg straight and one leg bent. We're gently going to lift that leg up and come down ever so slightly. Exhaling up, coming back down. Two more repetitions, bring it down, keep that core nice and tight. Last one. Let's go ahead and hug our knees. Nice big deep breath. And we're gonna go ahead and switch sides now. Palms flat on the floor, bring it down slightly. Exhaling up. Three more repetitions. 2. And last one. Let's go ahead and hug those knees. Go ahead and bring your head up so that your knees are coming more towards your chest. And from here, we're going to extend one leg out and switch them. Exhaling with each switch. So you're crunched up slightly, extending one leg, bringing one knee to the chest. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, let's go ahead and bring the knees to the chest one more time. Nice big deep breath. And extend back out to starting position, laying down. Bring those palms up towards the ceiling. Rotate those shoulders back and down. Breathe in nice and deep. And focus on pressing your shoulders, your back, hips, legs, thighs, calves into the ground. While sinking into this position, breathe in nice and deep, getting in alignment. And that is it for our beginner's Pilates routine. So feel free to repeat that another 1 or 2 times if you like. As you can see, we start where we ended, so it works out perfectly going in that sequence. Thank you so much for joining me here on this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I had a lot of fun. We'll see you guys next time.